Hello, everyone. This is Jay. I'm at Inspiration Masters, and today I'm here for a special reason. And you can see behind me is Hope for Sunchee. That's my reason to come here today. I have with me here Sunchee's dad, Mr. Abbas Chandra here. Um, Hello, Abbas.
Hi, Jay.
So I'll give a brief introduction for Sunchee, who is Sunchee, and why are we here today. So Sanchi is only 14 and he is very dynamic. He's raised in Dallas. He's raised in DFW area. He loves to eat and most favorite thing is to do theater and music. He plays French horn in high school band, and he is a die-hard Dallas Cowboy fan. Never misses a match, and he enjoys his game with nacho, salsa, and homemade guacamole. He loves to go for a walk in the neighborhood along with his buddy and shoot some hoops. And he's recently learned a game which he likes, which is ping pong. So Sanchi has been diagnosed with the end stage renal disease, which is the ESRD, and he's in need of a kidney. And I'll be talking to Abbas, and he will give us more information. Uh, Abbas, you want to go ahead? Tell
Sure.
us, yeah.
Yeah. So end-stage renal is basically his kidneys are are not functioning, and they cannot be revived. They are at this time, there's a mathematical formula based on certain parameters, and his functioning is somewhere between 15 to 18%. So only 15 to 18% of his kidneys are operational at this time. Um, he has a very specific condition. It's called nephronophthisis, a little bit difficult to pronounce. It took me almost a month to even get it right. It's a genetic condition which kicks in either when children are babies or during adolescence. In case of Sanchit, he was 13 years old. He was just finishing his 13th year. And a month before that is when it was diagnosed. The reason why it gets diagnosed pretty late is this sort of disease is very, very good at hiding itself. The patient has what we call polyuria polydipsia, which means he loved to drink a lot of water and urinate a lot, which you would think, normally as parents, we used to like that because, we like the fact that
flush out everything.
Yeah, he would
That's what
drink
you
a
would
lot.
think.
Exactly, that he's flushing out his toxins. But really, that was the only symptom that was there. And accidentally, we found that his blood pressure was high. And we went to the doctor, and the doctor did some renal panel testing and all that. And they quickly escalated it, which was very nice of them, because we were able to start our process of diagnosis. It took about 6 weeks, because this nephronophthisis is a disease in the US. Out 1% out of 990,000 people get it. So it's a very, very rare disorder. And doctors don't generally start with the worst case scenario, but that's what it turned out to be. So that's about end stage kidney disease and nephronophthisis. His gene is, the bad gene is called NPHP4. The NPHP1 is the most common, and then there's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So, but he has NPHP4, which is even rarer than that 1 in a million. So.
Yeah, that's correct. The reason we're talking about is because it can happen to anyone at any time, and anyone out there that might be the information that might be useful. The so when the diagnosis came in, what are the possible treatment options the doctor came up with?
Yeah. So what triggered an alarm for the doctor was our pediatrician, who sent us to a nephrologist, was that his creatinine levels, which is like a protein in the blood, and kidney filters it out typically, but when it's not working,
Right.
it's elevated. So his was elevated to a fairly high level. So so that's why they referred us to nephrologist, and the journey started there. But when there was one period where his hemoglobin level went down, and he was very, very tired, and generally not feeling very good. They checked his creatinine 5 days in a row. We were admitted to the hospital, and 5 days in a row, and it was continuously escalating. They immediately put him on dialysis, which is the first line of defense for kidney disease. So he was put on hemodialysis. So he had a catheter coming out of his chest, and then put on a dialysis machine for 3 hours. That was twice a week for the first 2 months. But that was his first line of treatment. Where that would have led us to, the next step would have been to do some more dialysis with peritoneal dialysis, which is a different kind of dialysis, a bit gentler, but longer cycle. So that's where he would have ended up. But we controlled his diet, food intake, what salts he eats, make it very, very easy on the kidney to not be angry with him. So that helped us get him off of dialysis about 3.5-4 months ago. And thankfully, so far, he's staying off of dialysis. That can change anytime, because the doctors have clearly warned us that if his creatinine reaches a certain level and he's starting to feel drowsy, dizzy, then we'll start back on dialysis, and his salt numbers go. So that's where we are at. The longer term solution for this is a kidney transplant, because kidneys cannot be, this kidney cannot be revived. Both his kidneys have gone bad. I mean, if one were good and the other one was bad, we would never even know that there is a disease, because that kidney would have taken the full function of his body.
That is
we would never even know he has a problem.
Yeah, because one kidney can take up the entire function.
Yes. So it's both his kidneys which have this condition, and they are both, depleted. So that's why he has scarring of the kidney, cysts in the kidney, and so on. So that's what has caused his kidney to be this problematic at this time. Yeah.
Right. So who would be the ideal donor? Because he would need a kidney transplant, mean he would need a kidney.
Yes. So the ideal donor, first and foremost, is somebody with a blood group of O, positive or negative. There are therapies out there where people can from other blood group, but those are further immunosuppressant, as in you have to teach your body to not react to the other blood type and remove that antigen completely.
But that is a possibility. That is a possibility.
It's a possibility, but it's typically not performed with children.
Not performed. Yeah, okay.
If you were 18 plus, that would be a bigger, you could do it. But our doctors did not recommend us to do that, because removing those antigens from the blood is not good. It's a bit of a risk for children. Yeah.
Yes.
So that's blood group O is one of
the first one.
The second one is to be health. The donor has to be healthy, and less than about 45 to 40. Less than 40 years is what they prefer, but 45. Now, the reason why that is, I was reading about this a lot, and had some discussions with the doctor as well. So we are born with what is nephrons, and nephrons are basically the filtering unit of your kidney. So each nephron filters a little bit of salts and removes it from the body, toxins from the body. We are born with about 1 million. Some people have more, some people are average about 1 million. And what we are born with stays with us through life. There are no more nephrons added to our kidney. It never happens like that. So, and a scale, when we look at a scale, is a 70-year-old person would be having 50% nephrons functioning in their body, in their kidneys. What that really means is kidneys slowly become age, right? And nephrons reduce in number. So that is why, and Sanchit being 14, if he were older, then it could have been a different situation. Since Sanchit is just 14, I think we want as many nephrons to be in the kidney as possible, right?
Right.
And that goes into also another factor, which is We can also get deceased donor kidneys. People who are in a brain dead state and have donated their kidney to this thing. That's another option that we have, and live donor is one option. Now, why do we prefer one over the other? And live donor, why is that better than the deceased donor? Is because when somebody goes through being a brain dead and that shock, it reduces the number of nephrons in the kidney. The whole body and the organs go through a shock, and that reduces the overall nephron in the body. And then there is a process. Somebody could be in 250-mile radius of Dallas. That kidney is what we could get, and it takes time, like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, to transport the kidney. That again reduces the number of nephrons in the kidney. So by the time it's installed into the patient, there's some loss. Now, overall, when you look at it from a statistical standpoint, a deceased donor kidney on an average lasts about 10 years, and a live donor kidney lasts about 14 years. That's the average. And so therefore, we are preferring that, Sunchee get like a little bit longer runway because there's a lot of research going on and a lot of things. In 15 years' time, there might be biotechnology and all that.
Completely different, yes.
Right. So that 4-year window, if we can get it, and this is not a hard and fast rule. A live donor's kidney could last 10 years, and a deceased donor could last 15 years. But on an average,
yes.
10 versus 14. So keeping the nephrons alive and working is very important for us, and that's why we are looking for a younger donor, right? So that they can we can get a larger, better kidney, which has more nephrons.
That's correct. So that would be O group and below 45, preferably below 40. Yes. And so anyone, you can please share the information as much as you can with the friends, families all around. And that is what we are talking about today. Also, Abbas, would you like to please share your information?
Absolutely. First of all, thank you very much for inviting me for this cause. It is really nice of you.
You're always welcome. It's a part of it's part of what we do, and everyone who knows that inspiration. That's the reason we are here. But I'm glad you took some time, so that way we can reach as many people as we can.
Sounds good. Thank you. So to reach us, our website is hopeforsunchee.com. So hopeforsunchee.com. That's our blog where I'm trying to put as much information as possible. And our phone number is 817-876-1193. So text messages or calling, we are here to pick up those calls. So and provide more information, any kind of information that's needed. So and also I have an email account, which is again same thing, hopeforsunchee@gmail.com.
Okay, hopeforsunchee@gmail.com. And again, Abbas, I will be including all of those information along with this message. So yeah, thank you everyone for taking your time to watch. Please feel free to share it to as many people as you can, and share it with friends and family. This is something which can happen to anyone at any time, and that's the only options we have as humans. We haven't found out a way yet for either the kidneys or blood, any of those things. We depend on each other. So again, please do share the information with as many people as you know. The link is hopeforsunchee.com, and I'll be including that in here. And also you can reach out to Mr. Abbas Chandra at any time. This is Jay. Thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate you taking the time to watch. Take care.
Thank you.